Breaking news. Why Britain won't call China an enemy, even when MI5 does. MI5 says China is a daily threat to the UK, but Britain still refuses to call China an enemy. Why? It's not just politics, it's money, law and fear. 2 men accused of spying for China just walked free. The Crown Prosecution Service dropped the case because under the Official Secrets Act, China isn't legally classed as a hostile state. So prosecutors couldn't prove espionage even with MI5's evidence. Yes, ministers could have fixed it by officially naming China a national security threat. But that would mean ripping up trade ties, risking sanctions and collapsing university funding overnight. Funding for spies and left-wing nutters. China is Britain's 4th largest trading partner, worth over £100 billion a year. More than 150,000 Chinese students bring in $5 billion to UK universities. Label China an enemy, and all that vanishes, along with thousands of jobs. The US and Australia already call China an adversary, but the UK is trying to please both sides. Washington for security, Beijing for business. Inside government, MI5 calls China hostile, the Treasury calls it essential, and politicians try to sound like both. That balancing act has now backfired. Spy trials collapse, allies question our resolve, and China gets the message. Britain talks tough, but won't draw a line. So, is this diplomacy or denial? When MI5 says threat, but the law says friend, who's really protecting Britain? Like, subscribe, comment. I don't think China are protecting us. Dick Scoop for the News Ferret.